Today is Monday and I'm about to get some things started. I've already been doing some things today. Like, we didn't do dishes last night, so I did that today, which Jeff unloaded the dishwasher, which there wasn't much left in there, and then I reloaded it. And we just decided not to last night because Noel and I want to play a game, and Jeff was chilling out. He's worked 6 days, so he deserved to get to sit and rest if he wanted to. So neither one of us felt like doing, or none of the three of us felt like doing it. We wanted to do other things. And I was like, you know what? It's fine. Let's just not. It's fine. It was not a lot in the sink, or there wasn't a lot in the sink. What am I saying? So anyway, I just loaded it today and washed the hand wash things. What I'm about to do now, I've already washed these. I have 2 lemons that I really need to get gone. They need to be eaten or they won't be any good anymore. So I'm going to cut these up for Jeff for having his tea and stuff this week. I'm going to go ahead and pre-cook some bacon and sausage because I have discovered, you know what, let me talk to you while I'm doing this, and then, you know, I'll have something to talk to you about while I'm cutting up the lemon and doing the things. So let me get the camera down here. Okay, so got my little bowl ready, but I've discovered that if I don't eat a protein with my medicine, my new medicine, that I will end up with terrible heartburn, or I don't know if it's acid reflux or heartburn or what it is. Honestly, I don't know. But I end up with something going on in my body that I don't like. So this morning I had some leftover sausage, and it was just so much easier to go ahead and just heat that up than it is to cook sausage. And it's not hard to cook sausage, but I want to get my medicine taken at a certain time, and sometimes it takes longer to prepare food than what you expect. So if I have it already prepped and in the refrigerator for the week, it's not going to be as difficult. Now, I may not do this every week, I don't know. And this bacon and sausage that I'm doing is not just for me. Jeff and Noah can have it as well. There's no reason why that they couldn't have it, but I'm just getting it ready to go for now. And also, if we decide, hey, we want to have cheeseburgers, let's have a bacon cheeseburger, we don't have to cook the bacon too. So there's the lemon done. I'm going to stick it in the refrigerator. Jeff will be happy about that, I think. I'm going to get this off of here, and then I'm going to start. I've got a pan here ready to go for the bacon and sausage, and I'm going to get that ready to go. But, and I don't care if there's lemon on this, it doesn't matter to me. But yeah, I've discovered that if I don't have protein, I just hurt, and I don't want to hurt. It's just not something that I want to happen. Okay, I can't get this open. I don't like to cut it with the knife I'm using. I know some people it doesn't matter to them, but it bothers me, and I don't really want to get another knife out. But I may have to. I also ended up having to cut all my nails today. Forget it. I'm not going to fight with it. Because some of them started breaking, which I knew it was about to happen. It always happens. I can't keep my nails long for a long period of time. I enjoy them for a little while, and then they decide they have to go. So that's what happens. Now, I've never cooked sausage in the oven like I'm about to do. I hope it turns out. At least I think I'm going to put it in the oven. I don't know. That's my plan anyway. I don't even know what I've said now. But I feel like if I start talking about what I was talking about, what I think I was talking about, I'll end up repeating myself. But it's just easier to do this. And it's more, you know, I'm getting it done all at once. And I don't have to think about, you know, anything every morning. It's ready. Now, I do have some breakfast steaks that I may use sometimes. And I'll have to get up and cook those. I'm wondering if I need to, like, do this to make more space. Okay, so now I'm not going to put a lot of sausage. Could have been just my brain telling me there's something there, and there really wasn't. I've done that before. Jeff's like, there's nothing there. But I thought I saw something. I think it's because I've always been afraid that I was going to end up eating off of something dirty. Because I have done that before. And it just, I just got sick. Like, it was not pretty. It was at a restaurant. That's one reason why I like eating at home. I can control everything. I'm just gonna do like one more part of this. I'm not gonna do the whole, what's in the package. But I don't know what I was even saying, or what I have or haven't said. I know what I wanted to say to y'all, or tell you about, but I don't know. Anyway, I've just been doing desk things today and answering comments and those kinds of things. I know all of this is going to shrink some. Alright, so the oven is preheated, so I'm going to stick this in there and let it get cooked, and then I'll be right back. Okay, so the pound cake I'm doing, I think I mentioned to y'all that I'm doing pound cake, and I think I said, I don't know if I'm doing it in a 2-pan, bundt pan, or loaf pan, I don't know. Honestly, I had tried to record already, and the cat was going crazy. Something's not right with her, really bad. And I know she's older, but there will be food in her bowl, and she will scream at us to give her more. And it'll be full, like right after we did it. I don't know if maybe she can't see it like she used to, or maybe she doesn't like the food anymore. I really don't know. I've also noticed that whenever we give her her wet food in the morning, she eats the gravy out of it and she leaves the rest of it now. And then she just won't eat it. So we started giving her less because of whatever, I don't know. But she's been yelling at me all day. She's been doing this for about a month. And maybe not quite a month. Maybe just a few weeks, but it feels like forever. But I don't know what's going on. She's fine otherwise. It's just whenever, which the dogs have been inside a lot more recently because of the rain and because of, you know, they want to be inside more because it's warmer. Whenever it's cooler, they want to be outside. I don't know, but the dogs have been inside more, and they have gotten into her food a few times. So I don't know if maybe it's because she smells the dog on them. I don't know. But I went over there and I shook her bowl, and she ate. She's fine. She's over there licking her chops now like, hey, how you doing? Fine as she can be. I don't know. I wonder if she's going blind or something, though. I honestly had thought. But she's old. Or older. And we don't even know where she came from. She was rescued. Selena rescued her out from under a car. So we don't know. We don't know if she might have had some sort of damage before we ever got her. But she was tiny, tiny whenever we got her. They estimated like 9 weeks old. But anyway, I don't know what I've said to you guys. It's my whole point. We've got the lemon done, the bacon and sausages in the pan, in the oven, and I'm a little bit losing my mind thinking there's something on the pan and there's not. There really wasn't even anything on the napkin or the paper towel. I don't know. Maybe it was just spots on the pan. Maybe I'm going crazy. Maybe I'm getting old. Not really. It's fine. I don't cook on dirty things anyways. We all know that. Y'all know I'm very particular. But let's go on about this. Okay, so now we're going to talk about the recipe. It comes from Southern Plate, so I'll just link it down below. I'm not going to worry about telling y'all what's in it. It's just, well, there's eggs, butter, sugar, all-purpose flour, heavy whipping cream, and vanilla. Simple. And there's a lot of each thing. But I haven't taken out the butter yet because I forgot to. And I need to do that real quick. So let me grab that. I need to just take everything out. Let me just take everything salted. We don't want salted, we want unsalted, which actually she does not specify. So I don't know if we need salted or unsalted. I don't know. Oh, I need to leave that open. I need the heavy whipping cream. Little glue on there. I don't want it to get into anything. You know how the glue gets on them? Stuff like that. Alright, we need eggs. We all know that pound cake, angel food cake, there's some other kind of cake that uses a lot of eggs. I think there's some other kind of cake, but a lot of eggs. Let's not freak out because we got a lot of eggs. Alright, vanilla is already here, so all I need is my sugar and all-purpose flour. But I'm going to replace 1 cup of the sugar with some of this stevia because I'm wanting to get it out of here. This already open. I need to find somebody who can use the other stevia. So I'm going to replace 1 cup of it with this. And we'll never know the difference because I don't think we've ever cooked this cake. I don't think. Get these. And I'm just going to go ahead and soften this in the microwave for a minute because I don't want to wait. Plain and simple, I don't want to wait. She uses a tube pan, so I think that's what I'm going to use. And actually, it's supposed to be on 300 degrees, so as soon as this stuff is done, I'm going to turn that down. So I do have a little bit of time. I could just put the butter on top of the stove and let it soften that way. But then I'd have to put the heavy cream back up. Or I could just measure it out and leave it sitting on the counter. That won't hurt either. I mean, I'm not going to be like leaving it there for a whole day or anything. It's just a little while. And I'm not keeping these two because I stuck them in the one in the, you know what, it's just in the butter box. I can keep them. I wasn't thinking. And I showed y'all how that I had stuck it in a pan. I got that from somewhere on, I think it was Amy sent it to me from Instagram. I don't know, she and I send each other so many things. I might have sent it to her, she might have sent it to me, one way or another. Somebody sent it to somebody. And using it in the bottom of a cake pan, it really works. But I still sprayed my pan a little bit. Got my butter bag, butter package bag. Anyway, I'm losing it, y'all. I am literally losing it. I'm just gonna let that sit there and soften. I'm gonna go ahead and pour me up some of this, and then I'm going to figure out, this says to use a tube or butt pan. Set out eggs and butter and allow them to come to room temperature. Open. The heavy whipping cream didn't want to open up. I'm going to go ahead and measure it out. That way I don't have to think about it. Wow, that stuff is really thick. Super thick. Why is it so thick? It's not expired. I don't know why. I sniff all the milk products. Even if I just drank it that morning, I still sniff it that evening. I don't know why. No, I do know why. Because one time, it only happened once. One time, years ago, I got me some cereal. And took me a big old bite of it. And it was bad milk. It was not good. I think I will also go ahead and crack my eggs into a bowl. And that way, I don't know, let me see. It says grease in flour, tube or bundt pan, and set out eggs, butter, and allow them to come to room temperature. I'm going to use my Baker's Joy. In a large bowl, cream the butter and sugar until smooth. Add the eggs one at a time, so I won't do that. Beating for 1 minute after each addition. Sift the flour. Oh, I gotta sift it? Okay. And add it to the cream mixture alternately with the whipping cream. Mix until fully incorporated. Stir in vanilla. Pour into a prepared pan and place in a cold oven. This is a cold oven cake. I'm not gonna have a cold oven. It's not gonna work. It's not gonna work. I can't do this. I didn't read it. Perfect example of why you should read your recipes. I'm gonna have to go do an internet search. I may find a different recipe that uses whipped cream, you know, a cup of butter. I'll be back. Okay, I went over there and I looked up pound cake with 1 cup butter and 1 cup of heavy whipping cream. That's all I put in. This is the first one that came up. Whipping cream pound cake recipe. This is why I don't trust online things. I mean, this is one thing that bugs me. This is one thing that people say, oh, you're not supposed to share, you're supposed to just copyright it and blah, 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 all this stuff. Okay, right? Same exact recipe. Same one. Except the ingredients list is swapped around a little bit. You have to preheat the oven on this one. And I mean, that's pretty much it. It's like, okay, why can't we share recipes if you're all gonna just tweak it a little bit, move it around a little bit? I still don't believe that it's against the law. So many people have told me that it's not. A couple of them I do trust a lot. So, I'm gonna do this one. I'm gonna check this. Woo, not quite. Alright, so hopefully by the time this is done, by the time I'm done mixing all of this, that will be finished. And, I can just turn the oven down. But let me get my bundt pan. But I'm just, you know, things like this bug me, that people keep saying you don't share recipes, it's copywritten, all this stuff. People do it all the time. That's what's been going on for years, forever. I mean, forever. That's what's been going on. In fact, me and some ladies years ago from church had a cookie swap. We swapped recipes. I mean, it's like everybody's swapping recipes and sharing recipes and all this stuff. That's why I say, if you get one of my recipes that I created, now I would like credit if you share it on your channel or something. Or if you give it to a friend, I would like for you to say, hey, I got this from Kathy. Something like that. But I don't care if you share it. Share it everywhere. I don't care. I would like to have credit. I will give credit to people. So I guess I'm going to leave both of these recipes down below because they're the same exact recipe with just little tweaks. And I don't know who came first. Which came first, the chicken or the egg? The chicken, of course. Because God made animals first. Alright, so, y'all, I don't know what's going on with my brain today. It's everywhere. This does say to use a stand mixer, but I'm not doing that because I've already got everything over here and I'm not moving it over there. And I am not picking up that mixer. I'll do it over here with a hand mixer and it'll be just fine. But this does say on it, on the website, that you don't put any kind of leavening agents in this. Which anybody who's ever made a pound cake, you know, you don't put baking soda, you don't put baking powder, you don't do anything like that. Because the mixing of the eggs and everything is what gives it its leavening. And pound cakes are supposed to be a little dense. They're supposed to be, you know, moist and dense, and that's That's how it works. But I am stalling for time because I want that to get done. Also, for supper tonight, we're just gonna do like either chicken sandwiches or burgers. I'm gonna take some burgers out of the refrigerator or freezer and cook those. I'm not gonna share the supper with y'all tonight, so just want to let you know that. I really don't even know what I'm doing other than just running my mouth. And I am gonna give you, actually, let me do that while I'm waiting on this to finish cooking. Let me take y'all over to my desk. Okay, so before I came over here, I went ahead and checked the bacon and sausage again, and I got my bundt pan out. And what I want to talk about is my weekly cleaning and how I'm going to do it. Now, I won't be putting it in my planner this week, but I'm going to tell you how I plan on doing that. So, what I have done is just grabbed the lists that I had already made before, because the things I want to do haven't changed, but I did add to it a little bit. So I'm going to go ahead and just tell you what they are. There's 10 things. Fold and put away laundry. That means I have to wash it. You know what I'm saying? It's got to be washed before I can do those things. Give the dogs their bath. No, that's not just me. That's all 3 of us take care of the dogs. Clean the bathrooms. Mop everything that can be mopped. Clean the yard up. That's really Jeff and Noah's domain, but I do the porches mostly. Like, sometimes I don't do the back porch because Jeff just grabs a leaf blower and does it after he does. Well, sometimes I don't do the front porch because he grabs the leaf blower. But, because he's already doing it, he'll grab that and blow the leaves and stuff off of the sidewalk and stuff like that. He doesn't worry about the yard. We just let the grass go back into the yard. We don't mulch, or we don't bag. We have bagged before, but we usually don't. Because if you let your grass go back into the yard, it will help feed the yard. That's just natural, I guess. Anyways, my budget planner, I need to make sure that I keep on top of that, because I had gotten slack a little bit and it was just driving me nuts. Because whenever I say my budget planner, it's not that I'm not taking care of budget and things. It's just that I end up having to do it all at once and it's just overwhelming. What I mean is, each week, whenever I go grocery shopping, whenever we go shopping for anything, go ahead and put all of the things into my planner where it goes. In other words, use the log part, write it down like I'm supposed to do. Now, if you don't use a budget planner, you're not supposed to do that, I guess. But for me to keep up with things, that's the way I need to do it. Not everybody does it that way, and that's fine. Some people use apps on their phone. I tried it. It drove me nuts. I didn't like it. Plus, so many different updates. Not updates, but notifications. Like, I don't want your notifications. I'm trying to be on a budget. Stop trying to sell me stuff. But anyway, that's got nothing to do with this or that or the other thing. Cleaning the microwave. Making sure it's completely clean. Which, since I bought those things that go on top, it's been so much easier because people are using those. Clean the washing machine. That's usually a no-brainer for me, because as soon as I wash the dogs' things, I clean the washing machine, because I don't want human stuff washed after dog stuff, because I don't know why. It's just the way I am. Mostly because of hair. And then the sheets, I mean, every week I do that anyway because I'm grossed out by dirty sheets. Or I feel better when I sleep in a bed that's been just freshly made with fresh sheets. And then the kitchen, the deep cleaning of the kitchen, I have that down for weekly, but really, I don't know if I need a deep clean weekly. Like, take everything out and put it, wipe everything down and put it back. I'm going to see how it goes bi-weekly. But what I plan on doing, I have somewhere, I think I still have some. If not, I can cut me some more with my Cricut machine over there. I had made some little boxes to go into my planner. Like, okay, let me get this flipped over here. Okay, let's just say, let me get a week that's not done. That way, I can show you what I mean. Okay. Alright. Over here, this is a week that's not done, and I usually put stickers over here like habit trackers and things like that. Well, I have these boxes that I made that you can fold in half, and how am I going to explain it? What you do, let me just, oh, where's a scrap piece of paper would work great. Let's just make it on a big scale. I'm not going to throw this away either. Let's just say this is that sticker, right? Okay. So what you do is you fold that sticker in half. You stick this side down to the page. This is way big. You stick it down to the page, and then you can stick another thing on here. So what I'm going to do is, because I want to be able to, on this little sidebar, I want to have my meal plan, I want to have my cleaning plan, and I want to have my habit tracker for my skincare, my vitamins, and my reading. If I don't have enough space for all of that as is, not the way I normally do things. So if I use one of those foldable boxes, I can put my meal plan and my cleaning plan on top of each other, and I can just fold one up whenever I'm using it. Like, you know, I can have it doubled and not have to take up more space, if that makes sense. If you watch my video for my Big Happy Planner this coming Friday, you'll see what I'm talking about. No, I'm not saying you have to watch my video, but that is my plan, is to put that in here each week with one of the little boxes that I can just have one thing on this side and something else on the inside, and then the cleaning plan can be all of this area, so I can have a bigger area. And then as I do those things, I can check them off or mark them out, whichever one I decide. Most likely I'll check them off because I like to see the things without the line through it. And or I can add to if I need to, stuff like that. So that's what I'm planning on doing with my cleaning stuff. Now, I do have monthly and yearly and things like that, but that's what I'm planning on doing, which I really haven't gotten behind with things like the laundry and, well, I clean the bathroom because it's just gross if you don't. I haven't gotten behind with the sheets and stuff like that, but there have been times when I was like annoyed with myself because I didn't do it in the time out that I wanted to. So I feel like having a list will help me. Also, something else I learned recently by accident, wasn't trying to learn it. You know, I talked about my hands a lot of times, and some of you have given me awesome ideas and you've told me about different products. One of you have sent me awesome products, or an awesome product. Anyways, I still have the issue with my dry hands. I've learned something I'm doing that I've been doing for years that I never should have been doing. Most of the time I use hot water to wash my hands, which dries your hands out more. But that hot water, in my thinking, was killing germs. Well, the heat of that water is not hot enough to actually kill germs. So I'm not doing anything but drying out my hands worse. What is getting rid of the germs is the soap and the friction. You know, that part. And I'm just drying out my hands worse. So, lately, the last few days since I learned this, and I don't remember how I learned it, but I saw it on either a YouTube short or a reel or something on Instagram. But the way since I learned this, I've been using cold water every time I wash my hands. And I think maybe it's helping some. I don't know. It hasn't really had time to do that yet. But I thought I'd pass that little bit to you guys just in case that you wanted to know. So that's my cleaning ideas for now, and I will be sharing with you guys. Now, I'm not going to put those things on certain days. It's just going to be a list. And whatever day I get up and I feel like I can do it, I'm going to do it then. Now, the one bathroom I'm not in charge of. It's Noah's bathroom. He's the one who uses it. He's the one who cleans it. I don't even go in there unless I am desperate and somebody's in mine. And the reason why I don't is not because it's gross or anything. I mean, it's gross because of the litter box to me, but we can't help that. The litter box won't fit anywhere else. But the bathroom's not. But anyway, Noah doesn't clean it like I would want. But anyways, let's go on. He's a male. He does what he wants, and it's okay. It'll be all right. He's the one that has to live with it. And I tell all guests to go to my bathroom. But the main reason that I like to use my bathroom is because my things are in there. I know where whatever it is that I want to use in that bathroom. That's the main reason. So, anyway, let's get back to the other things. And let me go check that bacon and sausage because hopefully it's done by now. I don't know though. We'll see. Now, I'm not going to get it like completely done, but I want it done. I'm not going to have it like, I like my bacon crispy, but I don't want it to that crispy point yet. It'll be done, but not to that point, if that makes sense. Because if you get it too far, it will burn whenever you heat it back up. And I like mine heated back up. So, anyways, let's go check it out. Okay, so y'all can see I have a whole pile of things. I also have doors open because I was getting a bowl. Yeah, I got a whole pile of things here that need to be put away. Let's just not look at that. So the bacon and the sausage is done. And like I said, here, let me show you a piece of the bacon. I'm not worried about it being completely done. Can you focus? Can you not? Okay. I'm going to let it, like, it's not going to focus. Why are you not focusing? There we go. It's not like as crispy as I would normally like, but that's all right. Because I'm going to heat it up. And, you know, I just wanted it. It's done. You could eat it like this, but it's not as done as what I would like. Now, some people love theirs like this. I don't. Oh, I broke that piece. Oh, well. Be all right. But I'm going to just take it off the pan, and I'm going to let it sit over here and cool. I'm taking it off the pan so that maybe some of that grease, I mean, I don't care if some of the grease is in this, but, and I don't, you know, I didn't think about it. I usually keep bacon grease. I don't know if you can keep bacon and sausage together mixed. I don't know if I want to do that. I may just pour it over the dog's food because they love it whenever we do that. Because sometimes we do. But, yeah, I'm just going to have it ready to go for the week. Or however long it lasts. However long it lasts. I don't know how long it's going to last. Now the sausage is not cooked as much as I would normally like it's not as crispy. It's cooked, but I like it to be, you know, a little crispy. That's alright. It's gonna be fine. We're just gonna be fine with how it is. But it is cooked through. It's not raw at all. So I'm gonna sit this over here with the lid kind of catty corner so it can cool off. I don't want to put hot things in the refrigerator because I've heard that can cause problems, which we've had a discussion about that on here before. I know y'all probably can't see me right now, but I need to get this dried up so I can spray it because I haven't done that yet. Okay, so we're going to get this cake going. This should be soft enough, hopefully. We'll see. If it's not, then why did you fall out? I didn't push a button. Yeah, I think it's soft enough. Yee, get off there. This is probably crazy that I'm doing this, but there. Alright, so we're going to cream together the sugar and the butter. Actually, it says beat the butter until smooth on this recipe. So I'm going to do that a little bit first. The other recipe does not say to do that, but get out of there. It's not going to come out. Or it's going to come out all at once and slap me in the face. Alright, there we go. Now let me get it back down. Okay. I think that's smooth enough. Yeah. Alright, so now I'm just going to put, like I said, I'm going to replace one of the cups of sugar with this stevia, because I just want to get it out of the house. I just want to use this that's in this bag, and I haven't been using it. I don't know why. I guess I just don't think about it. In some recipes, I don't know, you know, if it will taste right or not, but let me make sure I'm putting the right amount. Yes. Okay. Now I'm going to cream these two together. But y'all know me, I like to get stuff out of my way. What I really want is for my kitchen to have everything like where I can just have plenty of space. But you know, we don't all have the kitchens we want, and we just make do with what we have, and it works. Our kitchen's fine. I've made lots of wonderful things in here, and I'm not going to complain about it. I don't have to have a gourmet kitchen. In fact, I would probably drive myself crazy with one. And I know some people have a lot smaller kitchens and a lot less than I do, so definitely not going to complain at all. But I'm going to get this mixed in, and I hope the stevia is not a problem. From what I understand, you can mix it the same way you would butter. I mean, not butter, sugar. Okay. Oh, y'all can't even see what I'm doing. I'm terrible. I'm a terrible YouTube creator. Let me put y'all down here. Look at that. You can see what that, and we just, okay. There you go. So sorry. Y'all couldn't even see what I was doing. Oh my goodness. I mean, y'all can see part of it. Y'all are probably sitting there like, what are you doing, woman? Are you ever going to do your job? I mean, this is not really my job, but some people turn it to their job, and if I do ever make money with it, like, I mean, I know I make a tiny bit, but not enough to really, not as much as I'm spending on it, it seems, but that's alright. It's a fun hobby, and I get to meet lots of people and talk to lots of people that I never would have met before had I not started my YouTube channel. Okay, I think that's together as good as it's gonna be. Now it looks like yellow sugar. Okay, so now I need to, let me see if you have 2 pieces. Okay, we don't care about that part because that's not what I'm doing. Add eggs one at a time. Okay, I have my little bowl here to add my eggs. But I'm going to add one at a time, and then I'm going to mix as I go. It says to mix. Let's see. mix well after each addition. The other one says something different, but okay, we're just going to do this. This is where your air comes in. This is where your leavening happens, from what I understand, is during the mixing of the eggs. Okay. And you'll see the difference in the sugar mixture as you go. Also, this is the time where you can mix as much as you want. But once you put the flour in, you can't. You've got to, like, oh, that was weird. Okay. You've got to mix it just to togetherness whenever you get the flour in, because if not, it'll make it tough. And yes, I clean my mixer. Even though I'm touching it with egg, I do disinfect my mixer after. The outside of it, the beaters, all of it. Alright. Just 3 more to go. That one did not look like a large egg, but it is. It's supposed to be anyway. Got a pretty big yolk. Don't have any eggs from my girls. They're all older and they're not laying, and we haven't gotten any this year. We keep talking about it, but we just haven't done it. Last egg. Put this in the sink. So now I'm going to measure my flour out into another bowl, but I'm going to wash my hands because I've been touching the eggs. I'm going to measure it out, and then we'll start mixing that. We have to alternate the flour and the whipping cream. It also says that you start with flour and end with flour. Now, this one does not say to, let's see. Oh, it does say to sift it. But the thing is, this flour is supposed to be sifted before I ever bought it. So I'm not going to try to sift it today. Or I might. I don't know, y'all. I may sift it just to make sure. Alright, get it in here. Yes, I'm using my finger to level it. I did cover this earlier because it was sitting here for a little bit. Let me see. Do I want to sift it? I want to sift it. Let's just get my sifter out. We're going to start with this and we're going to end with this. So, oh, I hit the beater. That's alright. So many ways to sift flour. Alright. If you're using a stand mixer, this part right here would be easier. That's some thick whipping cream. Okay, my camera went off because I've been recording. For some reason, it used to go like 24 minutes. Now it's going to like 16 minutes and then stopping. I don't know why. I know I take a long time to explain things, and my videos are long. Not all of them are, but some of them are. I'm going to go ahead and put all the heavy whipping cream in because, well, no, I'm going to put a little bit more flour. Then I'll do the heavy whipping cream. And I'm supposed to end with flour, so I'll do the last of the flour. Get me a spatula. Can you just stay there? Yes, please. Get all this goodness out of this. Oh, I just splattered it all over the floor. That's okay, I'll clean it up. And all over me. Okay. Let's just do that then. Okay. So, just make a mess. That's all right. Scrape down the bowl some, and now I'm going to put the last of the flour in. Said I was. There we go. Okay. Alright, so the last thing I need to do is put in the vanilla. So, oh, this has a tablespoon. I think the other one said a teaspoon. It does. There is a difference. Okay, we're going to put a tablespoon because, you know, vanilla is delicious. So 3 teaspoons is 1 tablespoon. Just in case you wanted to know that. I'm just gonna mix this in now. Pound cake always has this look to it different than other batters. To me, it just does. It may not to everybody. It's just silky and nice. Right? I don't know if I said it or not. I know I thought it. But the cream cheese pound cake that I make, you put water in the oven as like a steam. There's some other cake that you do that with too, but I can't remember what it was. But the last time I made that cream cheese pound cake, I forgot to do that, and it still turned out okay. You guys saw it the last time I did it. It still turned out okay, but the top was cracked. So I'm going to look at this one and make sure I'm not supposed to do that before I let this one go. This bowl is so heavy. It makes my hand hurt because it's so heavy. That's one reason I like that metal one. It's lightweight. Get around in there. Get all that I can. Alright, so let me read this. I'll scoot it around a little bit. I think that's a little bit higher over there. And if I like it with a stevia, I may try to make it with only stevia. That way it's like no sugar. Which I know it's still carby because the bread or the flour. Alright, so let me read how to put this in. It says bake 1 hour. 1 hour, 15 or 25 minutes, 325 degrees. Testing for doneness with a wooden pick. The cake will be done with no crumbs or dry crumbs remain on the pick. Cool for 20 to 25 minutes before inverting onto a serving tray to cool completely. Store in an airtight container for up to 3 to 4 days. Okay. I'm going to put it in the oven I'm going to do it for 1 hour and 15 minutes, and then we're going to go from there. Alright. Sorry I'm so discombobulated today. I didn't do well with the filming of that, but y'all got the idea. Anyway, I will let you know if we like it tomorrow, but I'll show you what it looks like today. But unless something happens and we end up tasting it before I'm done filming, but I don't think I'm going to film much more than this cake today because this is going to be a super long video. And like I said, supper tonight is just going to be something super simple, maybe chicken sandwiches, because we have buns that need to be eaten, and that's the main reason. Because now I feel okay to cook. Before, when I had decided that, I didn't feel real good about cooking. Like, let me scooch around y'all a little bit. I didn't feel like cooking at that time, but I feel fine now. So maybe my sugar was low or something. I don't know. I'm using one of those Bactiv wipes to wipe this all down. And I do leave this a little bit wet with it because that's when it's supposed to kill the germs. I don't know how much truth is in it, but if I got any egg remnants on it, it will get it off. So there's that done. And I'll wipe down the cord too. Okay. Quit with the crazy lady. Okay. So, I'm going to clean up my mess. Put my bacon, well, check my bacon and sausage, see if it's cooled yet. Put it in the refrigerator. If there's anything else I find that I need to prep, I'll share that with y'all most likely, but I don't think there's anything else I'm going to prep today because I just don't think there is. But I'll be back at least when the cake's done, if not before. I don't know, but I'll see you in a little bit, or for you a second. Okay, so it said to let it bake for 1 hour and 15 minutes to 1 hour and 20 minutes. I let it go for 1 hour and 10 minutes because I started smelling it a lot. So I came over and checked it, and I kind of did this test. Then I got a toothpick and I tested it this way as well, and which that come off the top, but it's done. It's cooked through. There's no raw in it. So we're supposed to let it sit in the pan for, let me make sure again, 20 to 25 minutes. So I'm going to take it off of the stove top because it's still hot here, and I'm going to put it on my what do you call that thing? I don't know. That. And I'm going to let it, hold on. Okay, it's 20 to 25 minutes, and I'll be back. Alright, so it's been 25 minutes, and this is cooled off enough. I had put it on the rack. Well, there's some of it falling off. And I got my, this is actually a bowl you can buy from Walmart. It's Sterilite. And I decided, in fact I have 2 of them now, I decided I was going to use it for a cake plate whenever I saw them, because I was looking for a cake plate that's sealed. This has the rubber seal on it, or silicone or whatever, and I was looking for a cake plate that's sealed and couldn't find one. I've told y'all about this before, but anyway, I'm gonna flip it out onto my, oh, that did great, my cake plate. Oh, look at that, Noah. Look, oh, it smells so good. Alright, so now we're supposed to let it cool completely, and then we can try it. And I'll let y'all know what we think about it tomorrow, because I'm pretty sure we're going to try it tonight. And I also have Noah and myself some chicken patties in the oven. That's what we're going to have for supper. Oh, you're behind me, so do you care if you're on the camera, film, and whatever? No? Okay. No, he's not going to be on anyway. He walked away. Anyway, I'm going to go because that's all I was going to do is just bake the cake and do the other stuff. That looks good. It smells so good. We have to let it cool down though. Plus we have to have supper first because we got to be good children. But what I'll do is let it cool off completely. Then I'll put this over it to seal it so that nothing gross happens. Which we don't have bugs and stuff, but sometimes things fly in from outside. But that's all I'm sharing for today. Thank you guys for hanging out with me. I do hope you enjoyed this. Just doing a little prep work. This is actually prep work too, because Jeff will be taking this to work for his snack or break or whatever. And no, I'm going to eat some of it too. I'm not going to lie and say it's not for me too. It is for me too. But it looks really good. And like I said, I'll tell y'all what we think tomorrow. I don't think it's going to be better than the cream cheese pound cake, but who knows? It might be. Or it might be just as good. But thank you again for hanging out with me. I do hope you enjoyed this. If you did, go ahead and do all the YouTube things. If you didn't, do them anyway. You might like something I do later. Most importantly, leave me a comment down below. Let me know how you're doing. And remember, don't take any wooden nickels, and be sweet.